good afternoon. Reached the 100-degree mark for the Missouri State Fair. Sedalia, 100 degrees. The heat index, 102 degrees.
There ain't nobody here but us chickens. Ain't nobody here at all. So
yeah, this should do it.
What is Rodney Carr doing in the sweltering August heat, getting ready to fire up a hibachi at the Missouri State Fair? After all, this is a place with plenty of food to go around.
It's not the size of the grill, it's what's got to go on it.
Every year, Carr travels from Rock Hill to Sedalia to compete in the fair as a cook. On August 13th, 2006, Carr took part in 2 contests sponsored by the Missouri Conservation Agents Association. One of them featured dishes made from game animals.
My dad was a big hunter, so my mom just learned to cook what he brought in. And I was always peeking around the corner watching the things that she did. And my mom was very imaginative. It was never the same rabbit every time, or same squirrel, or whatever it was that he brought. And then as I got older, I started doing it myself. I started being able to go out hunting myself. And Mom would say, well, you want me to cook it? I can do it.
At the 2005 State Fair, Carr won a blue ribbon for his corned venison and cabbage. In the wild edibles category, Carr got another blue ribbon for his 4-layer persimmon spice cake.
I had a smile all the way from Sedalia. You could not have wiped it off my face. And Sedalia is about 190 miles, and every time I think about it, wow. This is a pheasant breast that I sliced off the breast. And what I like to do is,
a few days before Carr's 2006 competitions, I paid a visit to the defending champion's kitchen.
To be the best. I've tried different bacons. But
he showed me how he prepares grilled breast of pheasant wrapped in bacon. It's a dish Carr would later make for the State Fair judges.
And I like to stretch it, get a nice long without breaking it, and then I'll start one end on top, and then I'll take a toothpick, and we'll kind of thread it in there like a needle, and just kind of pin it in there real nice.
Okay.
And it stays, and we kind of take that same end, and we stretch, and we wrap. It's sizzling. That's a good sign.
Carr covered the grill to smoke the pheasant breasts, and he basted them with his homemade citrus, herb, and garlic marinade.
And I use those for flavor.
In case you're wondering, small grills are not the only kind Carr uses.
This is my smoker, and as you can see, the hickory wood on the ground there, I use that for the hickory smoked flavor that you can get in a lot of your barbecues. And I like to use the limbs. It gives it a good flavor. And you can use other woods like apple and cherry, but I prefer hickory. Okay. And I have a little spot where I can get hickory limbs, and I just kind of leave them right there. If it rains on them, that's good too. If they're dry, that's good too.
Now, what do you cook in the big one, in this one?
Usually I like to smoke hams, turkeys, big chuck roasts. Chuck roast is really good smoked.
Ain't nobody here but us roosters.
I would say, based on the way this cuts, that it's just tender enough. When the pheasant breasts were done, Carr topped them with a cottage cheese sauce that tasted more sophisticated than it sounds, along with a blackberry mulberry salsa. This does not taste like chicken. This is good. Since 2001, Carr has brought home at least one cooking ribbon from the State Fair. They hang from the antlers of a deer he harvested, to use the term Carr prefers.
That is one thing that I look forward to every year, is the weather cools down a little bit, and that gets me. I start looking at my hunting videos. I watch the cooking channel. That's where I get my little cooking ideas, because I know I'm going to get something. And then I gotta cook it, and that's what makes life for me as it goes.
All right.
A toast.
Yeah, definitely. To the
State Fair.
Yeah, to the State Fair. The only question now is, will the judges enjoy this dish as much as I did? Can I come over tomorrow night for
Our State Fair. great state fair. Don't miss it, don't even delay.
Rodney Carr arrived in Sedalia to discover he had already won a ribbon for a cake he entered the day before in a separate event. Carr's butter cake placed second in one of the men's-only baking categories.
I have this butter recipe cake that I always make for engagements and whenever you got to bring something to the party. And I said, I'm going to try this. Do me right, do me right.
Presentation is a key criterion in this contest, as are creativity and, of course, flavor. For Carr and his fellow contestants, many of whom have been here before, months of trial and error have led up to this moment.
I've got a garbage can in there that has found a lot of my recipes. So it's not like everything that I cook is going to be something that everybody likes. I've made some bad ones before, but that's all a part of the process.
Of course, you can't help but check out the competition's creations.
And Rodney does so well. The first year we competed against each other.
Candy Lordo of Stone County had to laugh a few years back when she and Carr showed up with their respective entries.
I didn't care if I won or not, but I just wanted to enter, and we both entered crawdads. He did crawdad rangoon, and I did crawdad fettuccine. Yeah.
Lordo took first place that year. Carr came in second. As the judges sampled the dishes and wrote down their scores, their every move was scrutinized by the anxious competitors. One judge appeared to have problems cutting into Carr's pheasant. Was the knife dull? Was the pheasant tough? The final results would tell the tale.
In the wild meats, the third place winner is Nancy Richmond with a venison stew. Our second place winner is Deanna Millard with a venison and fruit pie. In the wild meat and fish, our winner is Rodney Carr with grilled pheasant.
Carr's winning recipe, like those that won him ribbons in 2005, will be included in the official cookbook the State Fair publishes each year.
You just wait till next year, Rodney.
Carr's wild edibles entry, persimmon nut bars, did not place, but he remains the man to beat with meat.
Thank you. I was a little bit nervous there towards the end because there was so much competition, and every year it gets a little better and a little better, and like you said, the bar is getting raised higher and higher. Every year someone's going to have to come with something different and fresh and new to impress the judges. Now I got to start thinking about how can I do something to top this for next year.
And I bet you'll start thinking on the way home.
Out the door.
It's dollars to donuts that our state fair is the best state fair in our state.